I am shaking my salad, just shaking my head at how many people don't realize that Kenya Moore has always been the victim in the situation, and she finds a way to protect herself in odd ways, but she is definitely the saint and not the villain.
I've seen my mother my entire life at family functions, at Christmases, at Thanksgiving, but she always talked to everyone in the room except for me. Let it go. I hear what you're saying. And you haven't let it go. You have not. So in her mind, I did not exist. That is how I've lived my entire life. And her family has always treated the situation in a very dysfunctional way.
When Kenya feels like her back is against the wall, she starts to doing her investigating. Where do y'all think this investigating is coming from? If your mother is not paying you no mind, acting as if you do not exist, and everyone's acting like that's a normal thing, you don't know much about her, y'all don't spend time together, she's like a ghost, but you know she exists. Don't you think Kenya's investigation started when she was a child? Don't you think that when she feels like she's in a vulnerable situation, this is what she resorts to doing? Finding dirt or finding the bad in people so that she feels comforted by the things that she finds. I'm not saying that what she did to Britt was right. I'm just saying that there's a pattern and she's more to be pitied than to be blamed. Also, let me say this. I don't know what it is about black families just pushing stuff under the rug and acting like that's acceptable. It's not acceptable. How you bringing a kid around and you see that her mother's talking to everybody but her? You shouldn't have a kid around something so traumatic. I wouldn't, if my sister wasn't acknowledging her child, my sister wouldn't have a place for me. She wouldn't have a place to stay. She wouldn't have a place to come see me. Nothing. Your baby's allowed over here. I'm going to help take care of her. If she asks me any questions about you, I'm going to kick it to her straight. You're not a good person. Something is off about you. It could be a mental illness. So I don't want to be completely harsh. However, they also brush that under the rug. They act like these people aren't narcissists, aren't abusers, when in all actuality, they need to be institutionalized. They start bringing them around functions knowing they're not functioning. Kenya's aunt, horrible. How dare you tell that girl, oh, you shouldn't have came to her door after all these years. After all these years, you think that your sister would want to have a relationship with her daughter. And if she doesn't want to have a relationship with her, why would y'all torture her as a kid, having to even be in her presence? I can't believe they did that. And I just feel so sorry for Kenya. I'm sorry. Some people might feel like, oh, what does this have to do with Britt Eady? It has a lot to do with Britt Eady, because Britt Eady kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and nothing was going on over there. For people to really think that she's right is just bugs me, because that girl was sitting there and you pulling a thing out the hat, and you just gonna keep pushing the envelope. She told you she don't have a problem with you. Move on. Stop trying to be a main character in something that's not even going on. Like, she dragged that. I'm not watching that show no more, but I will be watching tonight when Kenya does her show on YouTube. So